Humanity is graduating from diapers and moving on to underwear. That is literally what is happening right now. We are transitioning from covenants and commandments by the rulers of this realm as a part of a grander stage play that I respect, having gone on for thousands of years. But we are at a point where we are now graduating. And we are graduating from those covenants and commandments to principles and awareness. If I align myself with virtue and I understand that I am one with all of creation and I respect all of creation as myself and I see God in every human being that I speak with, I will treat them with the highest degree of respect, and I'll probably start treating myself with the highest degree of respect, as it goes for nature as well. We are out of line with this fundamental principle of oneness. And so that's just one of the principles. But once we start aligning ourselves with these principles, then all of this religious debate that is never ending is all for nothing. Like, if Jesus Christ were to come back and see all of humanity living based on the two principles, the two commandments that he simplified reality into, which is love God above all things, love creation, and love your neighbor as yourself. If he came back and saw that, he'd be happy. You got a great job, humanity. That's what I'm talking about. You guys understand how simple this really is. And so it's a matter of transitioning our understanding and raising our awareness. The Raise Our Awareness Revolution, humanity's roar. That's what this is all about. Raising our awareness to ultimately returning to Jesus Christ and his original message, his two commandments. Because if we rest in love and we seek first the kingdom within, and we find that unconditional love within us, and we associate that with God and creation and our brethren, and we really deeply understand it, then our actions will reflect that relationship and that understanding. It's inevitable. And for all of us that have experienced it at that level, we know how real that experience is. And it's that journey of enlightenment where you don't actually get anywhere, you just return home, which is your spiritual inside, higher planes of existence, your relationship to reality in a more holistic sense, so to speak. And that's ultimately where we all need to get to in order for our actions to reflect that awareness. And so once you recognize you're one with all things and you focus on understanding divine principles, whether it's the principles of the universe or understanding your internal energy centers, like the law of gender, the masculine and the feminine, their characteristics and why they are as divine laws and aspects of this reality, and then the virtues and just a value hierarchy that we can all agree on: life, freedom, love, discipline, coexistence, all of the principles that we generally all agree on, but find ourselves not talking about. Because well, we're talking about whether Catholicism is the true faith over Protestantism, rather than just talking about why honesty is at the foundation of integrity and character, and why self-mastery as a part of the spiritual journey will lead to the best version of yourself and your best relationship with reality. Instead, we're talking about whether or not, if you're baptized or not, whether or not you go to hell or heaven. What are we talking about? It's so ridiculous. But yeah, it's a part of a process that we're all on. We're all on our own journey. And for the people that understand this and are at the same point in their journey, that are hearing me say this, they know this to be true. And so for all the people that don't resonate with this, I just encourage you to continue to do your due diligence and try to understand what your relationship to reality is, and look at near-death experience accounts on the internet. Just go to social media, type in NDE account, and see for yourself what these people talk about in terms of their newfound understanding of the nature of reality, and how it is as simple as living in love, relating to love at your core as your being, and then reflecting that in your actions and how you treat each other and how we coexist. Because at some point you'll experience what they call awakening, enlightenment, and in a global sense we refer to it as the Great Awakening. That's where humanity is going, and that's what the Raise Our Awareness Revolution is all about. Humanity's roar, the Raise Our Awareness Revolution. This is ultimately to take all of the like-minded, awakened souls that recognize we are not sleeping sheep, but we are divine lions, that recognize our responsibility as eternal beings, and understand that all of our actions become a part of our eternal soul and a part of the Akashic records, and that we are all one, and that with great power comes great responsibility, and that's what we're all called to make the most of this life and this opportunity. And so I think the more we all unite behind the symbolism or the symbology associated with what is happening in this world, in this realm right now, which is graduating from sheep to lions. Sheep that needed commandments because we didn't understand the principles at the level that we do now or are capable of now. We are taking off those proverbial diapers, putting on our lion underwear, and we are stepping into the future where we recognize our divinity and our relationship to all that is. And so that's what the Raise Our Awareness Revolution is about. I look forward to working with all of y'all, and I love all of y'all. God bless. Take care.